turn on 1, and our hand is basically perfect. What does turn 1 island mean? I have no idea. I'd be excited to play mirror match. I mean, it'll probably take forever, but... So we could play search on 2. We are missing blue sources, so the Serum Visions is like kind of good, but kind of bad. Don't think I really have time to use my blue mana to actually dig. And oh no, the Living End deck. I was expecting like an Opt or something. Not really a Striped Riverwinder. So this is interesting. My opponent's deck's like all foil for some reason. Uh-oh. Oh dear. This is not great. Not great. Yep. Thank you, Magic Online, for that very unhelpful message. Well, maybe I shouldn't have played Search. I don't know. With me not having any lands, really, kind of felt like I had to. Well, as foretold is busted. Spreading Seas does not seem very good in this matchup. I wonder if this deck's actually good. Certainly seems good this game. Not really sure why my opponent would fight over this all that much, but... all right, put me to 2. I get to transform Search. I mean, I guess I put Island in the graveyard. Yeah. Gives me another shot at a white source, but we don't hit. Have to Ghost Quarter ourselves. Supreme Verdict would be much better than Wrath of God here. All right, well, that resolved, but probably getting ended again. Yeah, all right. I'm dead. So I have a lot of dead ones. Maybe the Rune Halo's good, actually. This is actually a matchup where I kind of want Rest in Peace and Search for Escanto, which is kind of weird, but I think that's okay. Detention Sphere hits as foretold. Probably don't want 4 paths. But if they're forced to go off with a small living end, then that can kind of deal with it. 3 sweepers might also be too many because I'm mostly just trying to stop their stuff from resolving one way or another. Spell Snare is reasonable because of the counter spells, and I assume my opponent's going to board in more. Yeah, maybe Rune Halo is terrible. I will just die to the Riverwinder. Target permanent. Come on, Gideon. Well, this is the type of hand that makes me think that Path is not very good. If it was literally any other card, I would be much happier. I don't think there's any reason to play this untapped. All right, Surgical is a nice pickup. Get a Vendilion now so it doesn't get countered. So 2 Cyclers, Cryptic Command, Island, Teleria West. So I think it is just better to take a Cycler so that they're not in the graveyard, but I could also just Surgical the Riverwinder, which would not be bad. I don't really care about the Cryptic because I have Dispel. So I think I can just take Curator and then Surgical the Riverwinders. Is that bad? So what did they do with their Serum Visions? Bottom. So I should let this resolve because they're not going to draw a card that they wanted off of it. So they could actually just draw another Riverwinder, which would be sweet. And he drew a Dispel. Not great for me. All right, how did you sideboard? Let's move this over here. So 2 Mana Leaks, 2 Dispels, 3 Remands, a Supreme Will, and 12 creatures total. Oh, I forgot to get the one out of the graveyard. No! Oh, stupid Surgical. That is not where I want that. I'm missing land drops again. Can't stop their Ancestral from resolving. Maybe this deck needs Opt. it was Opt instead of Seer Visions, I might have kept it in game 1, but. Brutal. No, what this deck needs might be Think Twice. That might be the answer. Leaving that Riverwinder in the graveyard is a big deal. Oh my god, I just can't even do anything. This is embarrassing. All right, maybe I can win the fight over this Detention Sphere. Yeah, I'd rather Snare, since they still have Cryptic. Count this as my 1 moral victory per game, or per match, rather. It is certainly nice to have answers to random permanents in Modern, although... Man, this deck is sweet. Might be doing it. Opponent's down to 6 already. Might have to burn one of these Cryptics in a turn. It's kind of awkward, though. So if I go to bounce an island, they could just like counter bounce my Vendilion, and then I'm pretty far behind. Might be better to just hold these. I don't know. What can my opponent do? Like Cryptic counterbounce, I could just replay Vendilion. Still have Dispel backup. I'm going to bounce the Teleria just because an ETB's tapped, and if they want to spend time actually transmuting that when they're missing land drops, that's fine with me. Well, given that exchange, I'm pretty happy. Bounce the Sphere. Don't think I need to draw a card. I think I might need to bounce his Teleria. Although, if he ends up having another As Foretold, then I will probably want the extra card. All right, do your worst. That's not going to help. Well, Path is kind of relevant against Nimble Obstructionist. Maybe I do just want Crucible to just make land drops. Maybe just the extra Wrath. Stroke counter is Cryptic, but nothing else unless he's hard casting his stuff. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Crucible, you do nothing. Trade search for an island, I'd be in there. That sounds pretty bad. I'll keep. Oh. Opponent's already crushing me in the card flow department. All right, so they are missing land drops. I could play Gideon, but I feel like that probably just walks into a remand. So I will wait. My opponent made land 3 and did not immediately jam as foretold. So now I can play Search with Logic Knot for 1 open. If they draw land for as foretold, that is kind of bad, but I have Supreme Verdict. Maybe since I had Verdict, I should have just jammed Gideon there. And then they actually have to have a Dispel. Well, I'll rectify my mistake here. See, we could use more fetch lands. It's turn 5 and our Logic Knot is for 1. It is not ideal. Gideon's kind of sweet. Dismembered my Gideon, no. You didn't have that last game. All right, that plays. That plays. Don't really need more emblems. My opponent even has as foretold. I might just jam Search. Is that horrible? That might be horrible. All right, I'm in there. All right, reasonable. Oh, Crucible. What do I do here? I do kind of want to draw the planes. So maybe I top, and then can just bin the cryptic off the search. Let's go, Gideon. Let's do it. So many river winders. How do they beat Rest in Peace? I bin the cryptic to draw the planes. I think no. Now I could dispel off as foretold. It's only 2 in the deck. He's gone through almost half his deck though. And it felt like didn't want to jam as foretold on 3 mana, so he's probably waiting to 4 to get to dispel. So I would think that he would have it, but if I didn't have this Wrath, I could basically not do any of this. But now this just lets me solidify my position, which is pretty nice. It's like, all right, you're struggling to find a living end and deal with this Gideon, and in the meantime, I'll just build up my mana base. I have Cryptic to force through a lethal attack, so that's cool. Yeah, sure. Keep drawing cards. Whatever. Should have played this land first. I don't think it really matters all that much. Probably just obstructionist. Cryptic bounce, I guess. I think I just draw a card. Bouncing as foretold basically doesn't do anything. So dispel off as foretold, which means they don't have a 2 mana counter left. Yeah, I could say this Cryptic to force a lethal attack, but Supreme Verdict actually does the same thing. But I believe my opponent is dead. And then he said, "What a pile to lose to." Okay, I have no response to that.